Sophia Asalas is a marine researcher who is in the ocean with her team to reach a mako shark they had tagged. Her husband Chris and two other teammates dive into the water when the shark, Lilith, is close by. However, they soon notice a herd of makos attacking a dead shark trapped in the ocean garbage. It is confusing to find makos hunting in herds. But the next bewilderment surpasses this one when Lilith appears there looking exceptionally larger than her size according to her age. It is only by the beacon that they recognize it indeed is Lilith. The shark is non-violent, but the moment Chris takes her blood sample, she goes berserk, killing the three right away. Sophia jumps into the water in a rush and is also attacked by Lilith, but she manages to survive. 3 years later, Sophia is talking about sharks in an aquarium when some kid mentions her past. Having her trauma resurfaced, she leaves. However, a girl, Mika, stops her outside telling her she knows where Beacon 7, Lilith, is. Sophia follows Mika to where her ocean observation group works. There she greets Ben, who has been the tech person behind keeping tabs on all the beacons, whether they belong to them or someone else. Pretty much a hacking thing so they can protect the sea creatures as well as cut the beacons off if they are in danger. Sophia cannot believe Lilith could be in River Seine of Paris, because a mako cannot survive in fresh water. Mika believes Lilith got lost and is trying to find a way back home, something they should help her with. Mika is going to dive in Seine in the night, but Sophia refuses to tag along and leaves. At night, Sophia is looking through her old stuff, remembering her friends and husband when she decides to have a look at her beacon for real. Her system also shows Lilith is in Seine. This makes Sophia panic, so she tries to reach Mika's number, but gets no response. Mika and Ben are in Seine as Mika dives into the river. She goes near the car that drowned recently and whose driver went missing, and finds shark's jaw marks there. As the marine police appear near, Ben pulls the rope and escapes as per Mika's instructions, since swimming is prohibited in the river. Mika tries to stay in the water but senses something big around her, making her swim up and get caught by the police. As they take her to the station, Sophia follows the tracker from the ground to make sure she can catch a glimpse of Lilith being there for real. The police pass by some men who live by the Seine. They are friends with the police, so they agree to leave the place clear for the triathlon. The boat then Mika to the station. Meanwhile, Sophia is following Lilith's traces on foot, so she appears in the same place after a while but finds no men there, just the dog barking at the waters. However, wherever Sophia passes, she fails to notice the shark's fin popping up due to the distance and darkness. The commander Adil interrogates Mika for diving in the waters, but doesn't believe her statement of there being a shark when she finally confesses the truth. Adil gets serious, but he is interrupted by an emergency. This is followed by a call to Sophia, interrupting her stalking Lilith. The Marine cops had called Sophia on Mika's demand to ask her if the half-eaten bodies of the guys from the night were by shark bites. Sophia responds in the affirmative, even though the blood and dead bodies give her traumatic flashbacks. The cops decide to ensure on their own if there is a shark in Seine, ignoring Sophia's pleas that Lilith is dangerous. The cops don't bother listening and give her two choices: either tag along with them to help them confirm there is a shark, or tell them how her tracker works. Sophia gets on the boat with them while Mika is brutally rejected when she requests to tag along. As they follow the tracker's position, Mika follows them on the land with her tracker. Nearing the said location, some of the cops dive into the water to see any such existence. They find a dead fish with a huge bite mark on it. Mika calls Ben, telling her to cut the beacon off because the cops carried weapons as they dived in. The moment this happens, Sophia panics and Adil decides to pull the rope. The divers also feel an existence surrounding them, making them rush up too. Adil blames Sophia in frustration, making her walk off in anger. Not before noticing Mika, though. Sophia visits Mika, telling her not to intervene in this. Even Ben is not fond of what Mika makes her do, but Mika blames Sophia, calling it her fault that the shark is in danger, not realizing that the shark is not in danger, but is the danger. Adil looks into Sophia's works and realizes he misjudged her. Meanwhile, Mika decides to go overboard with her boundaries and reach up to the general audience through social media, telling them to unite to save this shark who has lost her way. Adil meets Sophia, apologizing to her and requesting her to tag along for the meeting with the mayor. However, the mayor is not in the mood to acknowledge this issue and tells the Marine cops to deal with it by the triathlon. Sophia suggests luring the shark, sedating her, and handing her to the Oceanographic Institute. All this is something that she has done before, but things change their direction when a panicked Ben approaches Sophia and the cops for an urgent matter. Mika has called a group of youngsters to join her in the catacomb near the sewage reservoirs, so she can prove that Lilith can be guided back to the ocean using sonar. She reactivates the beacon on Sophia's computer to help them track Lilith too. Ben leaves, wanting to keep this a secret, yet stop her girlfriend from doing something senseless. The cops decide to raid the place and prevent them from doing so. However, the cops are a little late in stopping Mika from diving into the water. They raid the place, asking everyone to stand by the walls while constantly telling Mika to come out of the water. Mika refuses to comply even after 2 sharks surround her. Sophia figures Lilith has given birth and warns Mika not to touch the juvenile shark. Only if Mika ever listened. She keeps trying to prove these creatures are harmless. Adil jumps into the water and tries to pull Mika back, but she moves forward to be away from Adil. This is possibly the worst move of her life. Also the last, because she gets swallowed by the shark. A mass panic looms over the place and people start shouting, running, and pushing each other. This results in 12 deaths, including Ben and a cop, Leo. As they stand in the hospital, Sophia thinks the blame is on her, while Adil rightfully tells her otherwise. The two are called to tell that the juvenile shark died in the commotion. Sophia runs tests on the dead shark and realizes something even more grave. The 2-month-old shark was pregnant, meaning Lilith had evolved to be the first of a different kind of mako shark to survive in fresh water, and she and all her offspring could reproduce by parthenogenesis. This has increased the risk around the river, as they don't know how many offspring Lilith has, and they have to stop her from giving birth to more. They once again approach the mayor, but it turns out to be useless. The mayor hands the Marine security during the triathlon to the military after the incident of 12 deaths. For the rest of the time, she focuses on maintaining the public image that Sena and Paris are safe. Adil sits with his team, requesting them to volunteer to get rid of the sharks before they kill more people. Some decide to risk their lives and enter the water for late Leo, while others decide to back them up, if not risk their lives. The team devises a plan to find Lilith's nest, and 4 of the people, including Sophia and Adil, will place the explosives there to blow the sharks up right away. The 4 will have 3 minutes to cross a tunnel and reach the 2 cops waiting for them on the boat. They will use an infrasound radiator to ensure all the sharks are lured there if not already present. As the triathlon begins, Sophia and others dive into the water through the belongings and bones of the ones lost. The moment Adil lights the red smoke, they're all shocked to see uncountable makos swimming around them. Placing the explosives, they use the sensor, but Sophia still cannot see Lilith around. Things go downhill when Picard is suddenly attacked and killed. Adama moves to get the detonator, but the moment he activates it, he is killed too. Sophia drags a shocked Adil out of the canal as the bombs explode. The 2 get on the boat hoping they've succeeded, but are proven wrong right away when Lilith attacks the boat, turning it upside down and killing the other 2 cops too. Adil and Sophia barely manage to get on the back of the boat, while Lilith rapidly swims towards the swimmers. Initially, the swimmers randomly start disappearing, but soon the public spots the shark, but it is of no help either. Chaos uproars yet again as everyone in the water starts getting killed. The military starts shooting Lilith, ignoring Adil's call for there being live shells in the water. The disturbance by the gunfires and Lilith's movements resulted in the shells exploding in the river in a chain reaction, breaking bridges and creating a tsunami flooding the center of Paris. Sophia helps Adil on the roof of a flooded house as he asks if everything is over. Sophia looks scared and panicked as she responds by looking around. The city is filled with water, the water that carries Lilith and all her surviving offspring swimming around. The movie ends on this incomplete note, with the credits hinting that the shark spread through several cities like Bangkok, Venice, Tokyo, etc.